So yeah, quick note on the inner fire glyph. So the way that the inner fire glyph works, right, is so that say we've got 22.79 fizz damage reduction, right? So if I'm gonna get hit, say I'm gonna get hit for 100, right? Then this is gonna make it hit me for like what, 70. Say I've got 23%, right? So then it's gonna be a 77 hit instead of 100 hit, right? It's gonna reduce it by 23%. So then if I take in a fire glyph, right now, I haven't buffed it. Let's buff it first and then fucking talk about it. Okay, so it's 36% with glyph. And it's 32% without, right? So instead of taking I'm going to take a 68 hit without, and I'm going to take a, what was it? A 64 hit with, right? So then that difference, going from a 68 hit to a 64 hit, is a bigger decrease, right? It's where's my 64 over 6800. That's it's like a 9% decrease with glyph. Without glyph, right? It's, let's say 100 hit at 0 damage reduction, right? No spreadsheet today. It's 3 lines, no spreadsheet, right? We got 32% damage reduction, right? So it's going to be a 68 hit at 32% damage reduction. It's going to be a 64 hit at 36% damage reduction with glyph. Right? Let's, for the memes, do one without inner fire as well. How much have we got without inner fire? 23% damage reduction. So it's going to be a 77 hit at 23% damage. No fire. Yeah? This thing, the difference in damage, right? If you're going to get hit for 77 normally, yeah? You're reducing 9 damage, right? So then you've got like 9 over 77 or whatever. Sorry, it's more. 9 over 77, right? Because you've reduced your hit by 9. So what is 9 over 77, right? 9 over 77 equals 0.11 something, fixate, whatever, right? So this is an 11% damage reduction, right? If you're just buffing inner fire compared to inner will. Yeah? Now, if you've got inner fire, now you've got your base damage that you're going to get hit for is 68, right? Now you're reducing that by a further 4, right? So it's 4 over 68. Right? So 4 over 68 is equals 0. I was wrong the first time. 0.588, right? You times that by 100. So 5.88% damage reduction from glyph. So it's not, it's 4% damage reduction, but the damage it reduces is more, right? You're taking this much less damage than you would without it. Not having inner fire on it at all compared to inner fire with glyph, you're getting hit for what, 13 less. So 13 over 77, that's a 16% damage reduction going from no inner fire at all. So you're playing inner will, for example, to inner fire with glyph. So yeah, it's pretty decent. 6% damage reduced all the time versus playing with fade glyph. Fade now also reduces all damage taken by 10%. So you could arguably say, okay, I'll just press fade glyph on CD. It's still only be up 1/3 of the time, and you have to spend 10k mana on it every 30. Right? It's not particularly cheap. If it was free, you could argue it's worth it against some things, like make goes like fucking mage or something, right? If you're just looking at it from a PvE POV on just raw damage reduced, this is effectively going to be around 3.33% damage reduction. So it's going to be less than the 4 even. Fading Windwalker goes would save you more than in a fire glyph. The thing is, if you fail it, then it's really bad. The fade glyph is all damage, yeah. Inner fire is not magic. You could use it into mage. The thing is, mage doesn't really go you on priest. If the mage is going on you as the priest, you're fucking celebrating anyway, right? Against Windwalker, like arguably you could run inner fire and Fade Glyph, and maybe it's cool. The thing is, like, the prayer of mending, like against Windwalker, I would run in a fire prayer of mending. Renew is just baseline. I feel like the prayer of mending Glyph doesn't really do that much because it removes a tick. So it depends on what you're facing, really. Like a lot of stuff you don't actually get 5 ticks anyway. But yeah, I always feel like I don't really notice this that much. Right, that's enough analysis for now.